102.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Sisney, Ryan, Tanya, my husband and I got into a huge fight. We're not currently speaking to each other.
Oh, man.
Hate to see that. But I need to get to the bottom of why his coworker is in his phone as future wifey. Future wifey.
What? Wait, I am confused.
Now, what if he knew this person for a long time and never updated the contact? I guess you should once you get married.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Well, sometimes the contacts don't necessarily, like, they'll still show old things that you used to save them as.
Let's get Jen on the line here. Jen, we know the story.
Hello.
Hi. Did you address this with your husband yet?
Okay, so he works with this chick, Lexie, and, that was the first time that I ever blew up at him was because why is someone named Sexy Lexie in your lexicon, okay? And he said that it was something that his coworkers called her, and, that was, I try to be open-minded, but when I, saw that he had a text message from her that was a heart, and her name is Future Wifey in his phone. That is when I blew up at him. And by the way, I used to be Wifey in his phone, and now I'm just Jen. So,
what?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And so he's getting text messages from Future Wifey. He's getting late night heart messages from Future Wifey, who is apparently Sexy Lexie in the office. And, when I asked him about it the first time, like, why is she Future Wifey in your phone? Obviously, I was saying it a lot more heatedly than that, but I just said it on the phone right now. But he said that it was because Lexie thinks it's funny to go into his phone and mess with things and change stuff. And
I don't like any of it. Even if that's
so
the case, it's so wrong.
Lexie needs to back off.
All right.
Exactly.
Jen, hold on 1 second. We are going to get organized to call your husband and find out what in the world is going on. All right, check it out. We're into Ryan's Roses right now. Jen reached out, and she saw in her husband's phone that he's got someone in the contacts, Future Wifey. This Future Wifey person is named Sexy Lexie at work. I mean, all this is wrong.
Yeah.
And her name used to be Wifey in his contacts, and now it just says Jen?
That's weird.
It's deliberately weird.
Yeah.
How long have you been married to this guy?
We've been married 8 years.
All right, we are going to call him now and see if Lexie's top of mind or you're top of mind or who he sends roses to. It can be very telling. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name.
Ryan, you have my permission to call my husband.
Be very quiet, Jen. Do not speak up until we tell him he's on the air. We got to get as much information from this flower call as we can. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Chris, please?
Yes, who is this?
Hi, my name is Devin. I'm calling from LA Blooms. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay.
Great. We actually deliver in West Covina and surrounding areas. And since you're a local resident, we're offering a free promotion. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. I don't need any cash from you or credit card info or anything like that. These are just some free flowers that you can send to anybody that you'd like.
Okay, well, in my experience, nothing's ever really free, but
these ones
need my
are.
credit card or anything?
I don't need anything like that. We can start with the name of the person you want to send them to in a note. I can have them out by lunchtime today, or if a different day is better for you, that works too. We're just trying to promote our business. The catch is if you like our arrangement, then come back as a customer one day.
Okay. All right, what the hell? I can do that.
Great.
Send them to Alexandra.
Alexandra. And what would you like to put on the card?
How about counting the days?
Counting
the days.
Counting the days.
Mm-hmm. And then just my first initial, C for Chris.
Okay. Cute.
Chris, explain yourself. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, Chris. Your wife, Jen, is on the phone, and now you're counting the days down to sexy Lexie. We know her name. We know what they call her at work. We know that in your phone, she's under the contact future wifey. What say you?
This is not a conversation I'm interested in having right now.
By the way, no one should be having this conversation ever. So let's have it. Chris, are you planning something with your future and Alexandra?
Just come clean,
Chris, you're cheating on your wife. You just told us you're cheating on your wife with Alexandra. You're sending her roses.
Counting the days.
And now what are you planning to do? What's the countdown of days for?
I mean, my wife and I could talk about this.
Well, she's
when
here.
I get home.
Jen.
She's right here. Jen, go ahead.
Hi, yes, Chris. Hi, I'm on the line. Do you remember me? I'm Jen. I'm your wife, and I knew that you were sleeping with Lexie. You are such a terrible liar. Why don't you just admit it? Okay.
Okay, fine. I admit it. Yes, I've been seeing Lexie.
How long has it been going on for then?
Can you blame me? Listen to yourself. It never ends. The sound of your voice.
Well, hold on. What do you mean?
Whoa.
The sound of my voice. Do you ever think of me or your daughter for 1 second before hopping into bed with this woman? Before sending her roses instead of sending roses to your wife? You're insane.
Look, what I'm saying is, whether I'm having an affair or not, I don't even know why you would care. You seem miserable. You never stop complaining. I can't do anything right. And the second I walk in the door, it's take off your shoes. Don't put that there. Don't sit there. Why do you clear your throat so much? Can you chew quieter? Why do you sneeze so loudly? It never ends. You're exaggerating, and that is and it does not. Well, I suggested we go to counseling, and you roll your eyes. I mean, at least Lexie actually treats me like a person. I haven't felt like that in years.
So hold
sexy
for a
Lexie
second.
treats you like a person? I'm your wife of 8 years. We have a child together.
Well, that's a red flag.
Hold, Chris.
Wait a minute.
You're a red flag.
If you're having all of these issues, then tell your wife you want out before you just escape quietly and plan whatever you're planning in a few days behind her back. Like, it's fair to not be happy. It's fair if what you say is true, but you need to tell her you want out.
Look,
not this hocus pocus.
I don't want to see my daughter more. I want to see her more than just like on weekends.
You are never going to see our daughter.
Come on.
You are never going to see our daughter.
Is any of this true, Jen? I mean, does he have any? I know he shouldn't be doing. Do any of these things sound true to you?
Which part? That him being a terrible liar, being an absolute.
Well, that you guys are not in a good relationship. You're not happy. That you denied counseling.
We're working on us. I mean, I thought we were working on us. I'm not really trying to go to counseling.
Why won't you go to counseling? I mean, I've suggested that so many times at this point. I've lost count. You just roll your eyes, like I said.
But
I said that we could go to counseling when you set it up, and you also, I don't know, set aside the time for someone to take our child to childcare while we're in counseling together. And because you're not doing both as in schedule the counseling appointment and make sure that all the operational things that mostly I take care of are also accounted for, so we can go to counseling and work on us. And you know what? What do? You shuffle off and you receive text messages from sexy Lexie at 1 a.m., with hearts and, googly eyes. And then you say that it's my problem, that maybe my disgust is coming from the just blatant disrespect that I'm constantly getting from you all the time.
Fair.
Look, you're a nag. And I'm tired of it.
I'm a nag.
I mean, I'm just a nag.
Okay.
And a half.
Need to seriously.
You never stop. You're never happy. Yeah.
You know what? I'll be happier when it's just me and my daughter, and you and sexy Lexie can kick rocks. Okay.
Okay.
For real.
Look, guys.
Yeah.
We understand there's what's happening in your relationship, Chris. You tried to handle it in a smart way by getting counseling, and then you did the wrong thing by starting this other relationship behind her back. So anyway, we're going to let you go. I hope you can work out a peaceful situation, especially for your daughter. Jen, thank you for reaching out. Coming up, we're going to go back to Ryan's Roses. He said the words, "You're a nag." Oh, he called his wife a nag.
Yeah.
And she's always nagging. Wow.
Well, which can happen.
All right, let's go back to Ryan's Roses here. So we have a couple, Jen and Chris. And Chris, he was not in a good situation with his wife. He basically said she nags all the time. She's never happy. And he tried to get her to go to marriage counseling, and she wouldn't do it. So all of that is fine. You have problems in your relationship, and you suggest counseling. That's a good solution if you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then he took the wrong turn. He finally got so fed up that if all that was true, he got so fed up that he started cheating on his wife with someone at work. And he sent the roses to her and said, counting down the days. And then he said the words, "How could you blame me? You drove me out of this." Well, if you got driven out, then just say you want out.
Speak up at that
Like,
point. Don't cheat.
At that point, when it's not working and she doesn't want to go to counseling and you can't stand it anymore, if all that's true, either figure out a way to solve it or just say it's not working.
But he's
You
being
have a daughter.
selfish about it. And that was the thing. His daughter, he was just like, I don't want to have her only on weekends. And a divorce is expensive. And so he wants to have both lives.
Yep.
It's not okay.
No, it's definitely not okay. But he was on the right path until he wasn't.
He despises his wife. He's like, the sound of your voice. Like, he
Yeah,
just
it's
doesn't
bad.
love
Bad.
her.
Bad.
People can get that way.
Horrible.
People can get that way. So I'm afraid of marriage.
That wouldn't
By the way-
happen to you.
What wouldn't happen to me?
Divorce.
No, because I'll be dead soon. You know, I'll make
Oh
it.
my God.
If I got married in 5 years, think about it. Life
Can you
expectancy.
stop?
No, because you would communicate with your partner and you wouldn't go down that path. You would communicate if things were not going the
Like-
way that you wanted or.
You have so much more life to live. Like, you're not dying
Then I'm not
tomorrow.
getting married yet. All right, fine. Good point. Kayla, good morning. Alhambra, how are you?
Hi, good morning.
So you heard this Ryan's Roses, and what's your view on it?
Yeah, that was really bad. So I'm divorced, and I lived in misery for a long, long time, just because I didn't want my daughter to have a new mommy
Right.
and all of that. I never cheated, like this scenario, but I get staying in that type of situation, just because divorce is awful, especially after, just with someone for so long and, you just keep trying and trying. And anyway, but like I'm in a better place now. And I mean, it doesn't seem like it now, but I'm sure that Chris and Jen will be too once they get through this.
I don't know.
but-
I don't know that they're gonna. I don't know that getting through it's what they need. They may need to
No.
get.
No,
out
they
of it.
need to get through it. She means like actually getting
Through the
divorced.
divorce.
Oh,
Through
getting
the divorce.
Yeah,
Yes.
through the divorce.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like they're at that place where it's.
I think they've
it's
been done
just-
for a long time.
Oh, yeah. They
Exactly.
for sure have been done.
All right. Well, thank you, Kayla, for listening in Alhambra.
He's so done. He has
Of course.
Lexie in his phone as future wife. Like,
And he
Come
changed
on.
her name
Yeah.
from Wifey to Jen. It's all wrong.
yeah.
That's Ryan's Roses. You can hear it every Monday and every Thursday